on the next episode of Dared BlackHearts Spooky Club.
Okay, now this is a really cool piece. This Bride of Frankenstein here. I'm digging this. It's got like rockabilly vibes to it. This is great.
Tonight at 8 on TV 13.
Hello, Gingles and Goblins, and welcome back to the channel. Today's spooky adventure brings me to a few stops on a Halloween hunt. Most notably, I'm going to check out Kirkland's and Ross, because Ross, from what I understand, is starting to get in some Halloween merchandise, so it'll be interesting to see what exactly Ross is finally putting on store shelves. Now, Ross normally is kind of a sleeper when it comes to holiday merchandise, even Christmas. They don't normally have the best selection when it comes to holiday merchandise, but I have been seeing through the rumor mill and on some videos on YouTube that Ross has some pretty decent looking Halloween merchandise already making its way on the store shelves. So it's probably going to be Ross, and it's probably going to be Kirkland's, and maybe a few more stores, possibly, depending on the weather today. I don't know what I'm going to find today, but there's definitely going to be a Halloween hunt today. How's it going to end up? There's only one way to find out, and of course, that's to join me, if you dare.
I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the Spooky Club. I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the Spooky Club. Take that! Join the Spooky Club.
All right, so let's go inside Ross and see what they have for Halloween. All right, so I guess it's a start. Ross is starting to put out the little Summerween style jack-o'-lantern buckets here. You've got a large one for $16.99, and you've got a medium-sized one for $10.99, and then it looks like there is a small one also for $6.99. And Ross even has the light-up pineapples for $7.99 from last summer. The return of the Summerween. And this one's also a returning piece, the ghost on the bicycle, the flowers for $12.99. And I documented last year how the bottom looks like it was kind of hand-painted. And it still looks that way this year. And then there's the ghost walking the ghost dog from the Spooky Hollow collection for $15.99 that lights up. And then there's this little ghost plush here for $7.99. It's kind of all spread throughout here at Ross. This place kind of looks like it's kind of like a Goodwill, the way it's kind of all spread out and picked over. But the string garland here from Jack-o'-lantern Lane is $12.99. Definitely has that cool retro-inspired design to it.
We'll return after these messages.
What strange creatures are lurking in the night? Oh, skull face, mummy face too. Oh, ghoul face. What a frightful sight. Yes, Mom, this Halloween your kids can have fun creating their own scary disguise with Cookie Spooks makeup. They just smear it on. When the makeup dries, it cracks to make them look really old and ghoulish. Add in the sheet and the costume's complete. Cookie Spooks makeup.
All right, next up, let's try Burlington. Okay, so Burlington for the win. They've got like this rockabilly style Bride of Frankenstein. Really cool piece here. I'm digging this one. This one is $14.99. It's definitely like a rockabilly style piece. And they've got this little bear here coming up out of the cauldron that says trick or treat for $12.99. So wow, yeah, it's definitely hitting at all the stores now. Burlington Summerween style skull here with the headphones for $9.99. And then wait, there's literally even more. There's a scare globe here of the ghost walking the dog for $12.99. And then we've got the little ghost inside of the flamingo inner tube scare globe for $12.99 also. And then there's even more. Look, guys, it just keeps on coming. We've got the witch's brew here, scare globe, $12.99 for that one also. And then this one's kind of giving me Candyland vibes, also $12.99. And then up here we've still got the boo sign from last week that I saw for $9.99. We've got the cat inside of the crescent moon for $16.99. And then I believe this is a light up piece. It kind of looks like a blow mold, but it's not a blow mold, but it does light up. Kind of reminds me of the blow mold that I got from At Home. And this one is $14.99. And then down here we've got the stack of books with the Summerween skull. This one is $12.99 for this one. And then we've got the skeleton couple here standing by the moonlight. It's got glitter on it, so kind of a deal breaker, but $9.99. Again, I've said this before, but shout out to stores like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and HomeGoods in Burlington and Ross for definitely keeping their prices affordable this year. That is definitely a breath of fresh air. And a decorative pumpkin for $14.99. And the ghosts are still hanging around. They did have 3 of them, and now they've only got the 1 set left. So they are $19.99 in case you forgot from last week. So lots of Halloween is definitely starting to show up at all of these stores now, guys. Like it's hitting everywhere. So start getting out there and doing the hunts because it's happening, guys. Code Orange is literally on every block now, it seems, in my area. They even have a new Summerween style candle called Candy Cloud for $5.99. And then another scare globe, a pink haunted house scare globe. And it's raining. It's raining pink. $12.99 for that one also. And literally as soon as I turned the corner, even more of the scare globes. And they're all $12.99, guys. So I'm not going to give you the long-winded price for all of these, just kind of show you kind of all of the different styles they have of these. I do like the cupcake inside the scare globe on top of the kind of ice cream dessert truck, if you will, dead inside. That's how I feel from the heat right now. And then back here we've got the stack of books with the skull butterfly yet again. And yep, they're all $12.99. And then this isn't Summerween, but I thought it was, but it was in the same color scheme as that. But lots and lots of these little scare globes at Burlington. All right, guys, Halloween candle alerts. We've got Frankenstein and the Bride here. Moonlight Dancing. I just literally mentioned the song Dancing in the Moonlight and how I read a disturbing backstory of the song's origin. So yeah, now it's like everywhere I go, it's Dancing in the Moonlight. And this is Berry Kiss, but that looks like a pumpkin wearing a cucumber mask. That was actually one of my favorite Spider-Man series growing up in the 90s, the Maximum Carnage series. Carnage was just coming into his own, and so was Venom. And it was a great series back in the 90s. And yep, they got the price right. They used to be $125 for comics back in the day.
Have a safe and happy Halloween.
Morning, Billy looked like any other boy, but as the moon rose, he turned into a werewolf. He used new Pa's Halloween makeup kits. His friend did too. Look, Mike's a vampire. Amy's a ghost. Pa's makeup is safer than masks. It never blocks vision, and it's hypoallergenic too. So watch your kids turn into the creatures they really are with new Pa's Halloween makeup kit.
All right, so next up, let's go inside Kirkland's and see if they have any more drops. Since I was last here with that big mashup video last week where I fed my face full of Dave's Not Chicken. All right, so it looks like for the most part, Kirkland's is still kind of the same with the Joanna Parker style decor. And of course, there was all of the really cool oil style paintings. I absolutely love the ghost there holding the melting candle, and there's the like Halloween Town Village. But this one was my absolute favorite. If I had space for this and it wasn't $50, this one would be one that I would definitely 1000% grab because it's really cool. Like the oil paintings are definitely catching on, and I can see why, because they're really fun. But apparently the roots of these are people used to buy like old school oil paintings from like Salvation Army or Goodwill, and they would just kind of DIY it and paint in like their own ghosts and all of that stuff. And then, you know, big box stores realized there was a market for it. So that's why these have just exploded into popularity now. And it definitely looks like the wax warmer is the best selling item this year. Definitely glad I grabbed mine. It definitely reminds me of the old school blow mold or even the old school candles of the ghost holding the jack-o'-lantern. And I got to tell you guys, it works great. My entire studio smells amazing with that wax warmer. All right, so a new site in here. It looks like there's this Kirkland's haunted house with the ghosts doormat. Or it's kind of like a kitchen mat, rather, for $24.99 because it feels like one of the rubbery ones you can stand on if you're like standing on your feet all day, and it kind of gives you relief. $24.99 for that one. And then up here, there's a few spooky dish towels also. You've got the frog and the cat and the dog. It's a set of 2. And these are $19.99 for these. Okay, I almost overlooked this. Who doesn't need a Gothic style Halloween bat plate for $8.99? And then there's this spider web here for $12.99, and there's some blinged out Halloween tumblers. You heard that right. Blinged out Halloween tumblers. I think I've seen it all now for $29.99. And then there's the spider web one also for $29.99. And there's also like this little Tupperware style store and go container for $16.99. You can put your Pillsbury Halloween cupcakes in that. And HomeGoods has put out even more Halloween. They got these little like Western Hollow style pieces here with the skull with a cowboy hat. And these are $12.99. And then there's the candy corn with the witch hat. And then we've got the jack-o'-lantern with the raven for $14.99. And we've got a little light up haunted house here that's full of glitter, but nonetheless it is $14.99. Oh, and there's a little ghost down there also. And guys, Walmart is already starting to put out the fall themed sugar cookies. Well, there we go. Finally, the pumpkin spice and everything nice coffee creamers are starting to hit store shelves. Literally every brand, even Coffee Mate, has their pumpkin spice one out. And then we have this one also, pumpkin spice.
Happy Halloween from Channel 13.
All right, guys, so there you have it. Kirkland's, Ross, and Burlington for the win for this Halloween hunt today. So check them all out, guys, because they're getting daily drops almost, it seems. Couldn't believe seeing that Summerween pineapple that was all the rage last year at Walmart on the shelves at Ross. No doubt it probably is the one left over from Walmart, I'm going to assume. For $7.99, it's about the same price that Walmart was asking, so I think it's a leftover from Walmart. And Walmart really didn't do Summerween this year, guys. So hopefully Walmart's Halloween drop is coming soon, since we just recently got Target's Hide and Eek collection. But anyway, I'll be doing all the updates here on all of the stores, including the ones you saw today, as well as all of the others I'm covering. So if you're new here and you like this type of content, how about slashing that subscribe button and also turning on that notification bell so you don't miss a moment of the spooky retro fun I do here on the channel. I'll be covering all things Halloween, Summerween, and everything in between, including holiday and retro related. So until next time, I'll see you on the dark side.
This is KOVR, Channel 13, Stockton, Sacramento, signing off another day of TV programming. KOVR is owned and operated by KOVR TV Incorporated. Good night from the staff and management of KOVR, Stockton, Sacramento.